to my channel. Today's video I'm going to kind of do like a life update slash my 12-week pregnancy update. And since I have not filmed a pregnancy update thus far in my pregnancy, and I am already 12 weeks, I'm going to kind of catch you guys up on all the symptoms and stuff that's been going on since the beginning. I'm going to try not to make this video too extremely long, but I do want to get to all that so I can kind of update you guys on what's going on, because I do plan to film consistent pregnancy update videos for the remainder of my pregnancy. So I want to kind of get us caught up to where we are today. So let's go ahead and get started. So first off, I'm going to go ahead and give a life update because this is going to be the shortest part of this video, and that is that this coming week is my last week of my job. I am quitting my job. Friday will be my last day, and so you can expect a lot more content from me. I plan to do day in the life videos, housewife videos, pregnancy updates like I said, what I eat in a day videos, cleaning videos, minimalist videos, because you guys, I need to deep clean and declutter this house before baby comes, because we need room for baby's things. And this house, although it has got space, it is not huge. So we're gonna need space for baby's things. So I'm gonna be doing decluttering videos and all those kinds of things. So be looking for that on my channel, as I am going to be transitioning into trying to grow my jewelry business, trying to work for myself from home, and being a housewife, which is what I've always wanted to do. So I am really excited for this new chapter. So that's pretty much it for the life update. Let's move on into my 12-week pregnancy update. So the app that I have been using for this pregnancy has been the Pregnancy Plus app and the Flow app. I actually was using the Flow app when we were trying to get pregnant because it tracks your period and it tracks your ovulation. It's really good. It's pretty accurate. And so when I got pregnant, it actually has a pregnancy mode that will tell you, that'll give you tips and ideas of what your baby, what's going on inside of you by week. It shows you your due date, all that kind of stuff. The Pregnancy Plus app will show you pictures of what your baby looks like at what week. It'll show you pictures of what your belly is supposed to look like at what week. So I'm really enjoying both of those. So we are 12 weeks now. So the baby is the size of a lime or a plum, whichever, which is crazy to me because pregnancy flies. When people tell you that your pregnancy is gonna fly, it really will, because it just seems like yesterday we found out we were pregnant and now baby's already the size of a lime, which to me is so crazy. I'm going to show you guys what my belly shot looks like here in a second. But I think I kind of want to go back to, I may make a separate video on how I knew I was pregnant, like the symptoms that I had when I first found out I was pregnant. I may do kind of a separate video for that, but I am going to tell you like the symptoms that I've had since knowing I was pregnant. So I was fine, like no morning sickness, no food aversions. The only aversion that I had from the beginning was coffee, which is so sad because you guys know I love coffee and I just do not want it. I do not want to smell it. I do not want to see it, nothing. It's starting to, maybe I'm like thinking like maybe I should try it again because I drink decaf coffee anyway, but yeah, it was so sad. But up till then, like when I first found out I was pregnant, I had no food aversions, I had no sickness, nothing. And I told Brennan, and I should have never opened my mouth, but I told Brennan, I was like, I have no morning sickness. And he's like, you should not say that. And sure enough, when I hit a little over 6 weeks pregnant, like 6.5 weeks pregnant, I started feeling nauseous. I started having a ton of food aversions. Like I had this yucky taste in my mouth. A couple of days, like really strange. It was really strange to me, but a couple of days I almost had like a blood taste in my mouth. I guess it's like a metallic taste that they sometimes say you get when you're pregnant, but I definitely had like a metallic taste in my mouth, just a yucky taste in my mouth. If I let my stomach get too empty, I felt terrible. Just moments of nausea. I only threw up one time though, thank the Lord, because I realized that a lot of women have a lot of trouble during pregnancy. They're so nauseous they can't eat anything and they get dehydrated. That's not been me, but I did have some sickness. And the day that I actually got sick, like actually upchucked, was a Friday, and Fridays are really long at work, and I had not eaten in a few hours, and by the time I got home I had a hunger headache, and nothing in my house sounded like something that I wanted to eat. And so before Brennan left for work, I decided to drink some fruit juice, like some Naked smoothie fruit juice. And when you're pregnant, your sense of smell is very, 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 very heightened. And we had bought a new mattress like a couple of weeks prior, and I cannot stand the smell of the mattress. Like once I'm in the room for a little bit, I get used to it. But when I walk in the room, I have to kind of like not breathe because the smell is just really strong. But that particular night that I drank the fruit juice and had an empty stomach and all that stuff, I walked in the bedroom to go to bed, I smelled that mattress, and I threw up everything that was on my stomach. So I learned not to ever let my stomach get completely empty because it's not cool. It's not fun. And throwing up is terrible. I don't know anybody that likes to throw up. So that was not a good night, but that was the only time that I threw up. Thank the Lord. Once I hit about 8 or 9 weeks, some of it started subsiding, and I'm so glad because now that I'm at 12 weeks, I'm almost out of the first trimester. I'm feeling a lot better. A lot of my food aversions are gone because it was like, when I say food aversions, I mean like the only thing I wanted to eat was chicken nuggets and french fries. Like that was the only thing I wanted to eat. That was the only thing that sounded decent to me. Everything else, I didn't want to cook. I didn't want to look at any other food. It's just weird. It's just really strange how that works because I am not a picky eater at all. And I didn't want, like, don't show me no salad. I didn't want to look at a salad. I didn't want to think about a salad. Like french fries. I wanted french fries. So I'm really glad that now that I'm 12 weeks, I'm starting to feel a lot better, and my food aversions are, for the most part, aside from the coffee thing, which I'm still trying to think about drinking the coffee again, but aside from the coffee thing, pretty much my food aversions have subsided. I'm able to eat better, which I feel better because I feel like I'm eating better food for my baby. I've been trying to eat healthier so that my baby gets nutrients and vegetables and not just french fries all the time. And now that I'm going to be home, I'm looking forward to being able to fix healthier meals, not just for me and baby, but for Brendan as well. So we're looking forward to that. So all the food aversions and stuff, that was one of my symptoms. Tiredness, definitely. They say that there is no tiredness like pregnancy tiredness. And I wouldn't say that it's like sleepiness necessarily. Like, yes, it is somewhat sleepiness, but it's just exhaustion. Like you just want to sit down. You just want to lay down and rest. So there's definitely been some tiredness, and I'm sure as my pregnancy progresses and I get bigger and I'm having to labor harder to walk around with a belly, I'm sure I will have more of that pregnancy exhaustion, and that is definitely, you know, being tired is definitely a thing. Another thing, which is very TMI, so if you don't want to hear this, just go ahead and skip forward now, but constipation, like extreme constipation. Like when I do my how I found out I was pregnant video, like when I talk about my symptoms that I had, you'll understand what I mean, but I'll touch on it a little bit now. I had like severe stomach pains, just really bad stomach pains to the point where I felt like I wanted to ball up in the floor. And when I talked to my doctor, when we went to the doctor and we saw her for the first time, she said, you know, everybody wants to talk about the nausea and everybody wants to talk about this and that, but they never talk about the constipation. And it's definitely real. I'm gonna leave it at that. It's fun. Very fun. So that's another big symptom that I've had. Lucy is just I thought about putting her outside for this video because she's like a toddler. She can't sit still for anything. I don't know what she's doing. As far as cravings go, I mean, it is crazy, I guess, like how you may really, really want something. Like for me, it's like one day I had a cup noodle, like one of the cup ramen noodles, and we had 2 of them and I ate one, and I wanted the other one so bad. Like I wanted it so bad. Like all I could do was think about that stupid cup noodle. And the next day I never wanted to see another cup noodle as long as I live. Like, that's how I felt. Like, don't show me no cup noodles no more. And same thing with sweet tea. Like, when I first got pregnant, I really wanted sweet tea. And then Brennan brought me home sweet tea, and it was McDonald's sweet tea, which is like really, really sweet. But I took a couple sips out of it, and that was all I wanted, and I have not wanted sweet tea since. So I would guess I would say those are the kind of cravings that I have. Like, I really, really want something, and then it's like I don't want it again. I saw a commercial for, I think it was for Applebee's, and there was like peppers and onions and vegetables and rice and cheese, and I wanted that so bad. And when I got it, you know, I was satisfied. It was fine. I didn't want to eat it again, but I wanted it so bad. And the girls that I work with tell me that I talk about food constantly now, and I realized that the other day. I was like, I really do talk about food all the time, but I don't know. I guess it's just a thing. My camera cut me off, you guys. But there's a few things that are happening that, like, I didn't think happened until you started, like, getting bigger. But, like, the having to pee thing, like having to wake up to pee all the time, definitely is happening. And then the other thing that I noticed, and it kind of bothered me at first, was that I had some pain, like, down in, like, my lower stomach area. Not like a menstrual cramp, but like a muscle cramp. And it really kind of bothered me, because I was like, I'm not supposed to be cramping. So it really kind of bothered me. And probably if you're pregnant, I don't recommend you Google things, because it will freak you out. But I Googled stuff, and it did say that it's very common as your like muscles and your ligaments and stuff start to stretch, then you're going to feel some of that in your middle. And what I noticed is, okay, my light is like going in and out. Come back. Okay, there it goes. As my, you know, like as my stomach is stretching, it like will go through a period where it's sore, and then it'll stop, and I can tell that I've grown a little bit, and then it'll come back and it'll be muscle cramping again, and then it'll stop for a little while, and I can tell that it's gotten bigger. The bottom of my stomach has definitely gotten like harder, so we can definitely tell that it is forming a little baby bump, and I'm so excited because I cannot wait to have a baby bump that's like obvious that I'm pregnant and not just looks like I'm gaining weight in my stomach. But I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna show you guys my bump. It is looking kind of like a baby bump now, so I'm really, really excited. But that definitely was something that I didn't know that happened until like you got farther along, but definitely happening now, and I'm just relieved it's normal. I did ask the nurse the last time we went if that was normal, and she said that it was. The other thing is like some lower back pain, and I think that just too has to do with the fact that everything is kind of stretching and loosening and getting ready for baby, like for a baby to grow and everything. So they tell me that that is normal. We have had 4 doctor's appointments, I think, in total, because the first appointment that we had was just like a blood pregnancy test to confirm we were pregnant, give us a due date. Because of the Flow app and the fact that I tracked my pregnancy, like not my pregnancy, I tracked my period, I was able to tell them the last day of my period, and they were able to give me a due date. So if you're trying to get pregnant, make sure you're tracking your period and your ovulation, because they're going to need to know what the last day of your period was. So that was what the first appointment was. The second appointment, we did like the early ultrasound, and we got to see our little bean, which is the announcement picture that I put on Instagram. That was the first ultrasound picture that we had, and we were able to see the little heartbeat jumping, and it was so cute. Like, it was just so sweet. And then the following appointment, well, actually there was an appointment in between, but it wasn't really an appointment. I had like a really minor car accident, and I wasn't hurt or anything, but I don't know my blood type, or I did not know my blood type, and they wanted to find out what my blood type was to see if I needed a RhoGAM injection, which is something to keep your blood from mixing with the baby's blood if you're like a negative blood type. So I did have to go in to get blood work done for that, but I am O positive, so I don't have to have that injection, which is a very good thing because I did not want it. So we had that appointment in between, and our last appointment that we had, we got to hear the heartbeat, and it was the sweetest sound ever. And it was just so cool. Like, if you've heard your baby's heartbeat, it's so cool, and it was totally worth it because they had to do like a regular pelvic exam and all that kind of thing, which wasn't fun, but it was totally worth it to go to that appointment just to hear the baby's heartbeat. Like, as if I had a choice, I have to go to that appointment, but I got to hear my baby's heartbeat, and that made it all worth it to me. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little life update / pregnancy update. Like I said, there will be a lot more videos coming. I apologize for the lack of videos that I've had, but we have had a ton of stuff going on. We found out we were pregnant. I had a car accident. We had a family member that was visiting and staying with us. I've been trying to wrap up things, you know, I've been busy at work, and Brendan's been busy at work, so there's just been a whole lot going on. We've had birthdays happen, like family's birthdays, so there's been a lot going on. But I'm so excited that I'm going to be able to get back to regular posting. I hope to have at least one video up a week, and I'm really excited for the content that I'm going to be putting out, and to start growing my jewelry business, and to start working on some things that I want to work on, and just to be a housewife. I'm really excited for all that, and excited for baby. I'm going to show you guys my belly shot before I close the video. So we're going to hope you guys can see. I tried to wear like the tightest shirt that I could find today, but there's definitely a little bump here. Let me move this white pillow because I think it's throwing it off. There we go. There's definitely a little baby bump, and like down here it's starting to get like harder. It's so cute. I did just eat, so it's probably a little bit bloated too, but it's just so cute. You guys have a wonderful week. I also wanted to say before I close this video, thank you to everyone who offered congratulations and who showed so much love on our baby announcement and on our baby announcement video. That video has made it to 1.1K views, which is so exciting to me. So just thank you so much for your love and support on our happy, sweet announcement. And if you want to continue to follow us along on our pregnancy journey, then make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell next to it so you'll be notified whenever I post a new video. I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.